What is going on, everybody? I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be playing Pokemon Sapphire, and I feel like there should be a bit of an explanation on why I stopped posting. Ignore that. That was a recording earlier that it didn't work out. So we're going to start a new game, but first, before I start explaining all the game and all that, and then why I was gone for a while, I'm going to just say I am playing on an emulator, obviously, so I do have stuff like fast forward, so shit like this where it's been gone through a million times. I'm going to just skip over that. There's no need for it. It's unnecessary. Shit. I do have a keyboard hooked up to my phone now. So, that's what this tacking is. But anyways, my explanation for being gone is honestly, I just had no desire to post. All I really had going on my channel was, what was it, Dokkan Battle, and that was it. And I was kind of getting bored of Dokkan. I've gotten back into the swing of things. I've been playing it a lot more lately, been having fun. So I am going to be restarting that from square one. Say, new year, new games, new game, you know, and profile, I guess you could say, in Dokkan. And I'm really hoping to get my computer working the way it should so I can record games on there. I played a lot of PlayStation 2 when I was younger, and I want to play some of those PlayStation 2 games now on an emulator as best I can. What other games would I want to bring back? Ark Survival Evolved I want to play. Madden, I just couldn't get into it. I played that Ultimate Team, and I'm not as good at Madden anymore. I don't play competitively. I just play on my own pace, to my own accord. And on YouTube, I don't think that'd fly. If somebody saw me playing on Pro instead of all Madden, everybody gonna be mad. But anyways, it's time to talk about the game since it's officially started now. I'm no longer just creating my player, I guess you could say. So in the start of the third generation games, it's not the remakes of Fire Red and Leaf Green. You start in the back of essentially a U-Haul truck. And your mom drove all the way here from God knows where, I can't remember. Let's see. How do you like it? New home? Nah, so she don't tell you. But you just in the back of the U-Haul. She just tossed you. She made you sit back there with all the junk. That's it. Child cruelty. That's how we're gonna start this game. I don't know if you guys want me to read the dialogue and all that, since I don't know. I've played this game so many times. I've beat it. Not necessarily Sapphire or Ruby, but Emerald I played a lot of. Emerald was the first Pokemon game I ever played. I was walking down the street one day and I found a Game Boy game sitting on the floor. Didn't even have a Game Boy at the time. Actually, I never had a Game Boy literally until Christmas. I got one. A Game Boy Advance. So when you start the game, you got, what are these, Machokes? Yeah, Machokes have 4 arms, Machamps have the 2. So you got Machamps over here walking back and forth with a box. Ain't no purpose, I guess. You'll put it down eventually. You got this dude doing something to the TV. I ain't going, you know, say no specifics, but I think we all know what's going down. But in the middle of the living room, it's a little weird. You ain't even alone. Also want to know is, those are moving Pokemon, but where are the owners? Like, did the Pokemon straight start a business by themselves and organize everything by themselves? It's at the time. One thing that kind of sucks about this game is, unlike Generation 2, clock-based events, I don't really notice a difference. I'll at least set it to PM, because that's what it is. Right now it's 10:42, so at least try to get in that range. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. Here we go. Sorry if y'all hearing background noise. A family out there being a a little loud. So I guess I'll start reading the dialogue after this line. And your mom's in the beginning. Your mom in the beginning is kind of useless. Right here, here's the thing's getting interesting. She says, "Oh, King B, King Bryant, whatever. Your character name. Come." He's like, "Quick, come quickly." That was terrible. Says, "Look, it's Petalburg Gym. Maybe Dad will be on. We brought you this report in front of Petalburg Gym." Damn, I can't read. Oh, it's over. Yeah, bummer. A lot of people don't know if you've never played. Your dad is actually the gym leader of the Petalburg Gym. In this, you eventually end up fighting him, which is cool. It's the only game I think I know where your dad is like directly in the game, and that's because in the show, the dad was there of Dawn and Max, I believe was his name. And in this, you kind of take the role of them in a way, I guess. Not really, you just have a dad. So your mom tells you to come to your neighbor's house, who in this is May, which I guess going more along the story of the show, you should technically pick a girl, and this will be a boy. I don't know his name. Honestly, I've always been the boy. I was never that guy that picks girl characters. So, yeah, your neighbor's mom tells you to go upstairs where her daughter is, which is weird. I've never seen somebody, when you just barge in their house, don't even know them, fresh in town, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I got a daughter your age," and you can go upstairs with her. Like, that's not how society works. Anyways, this is May. In Pokemon Emerald, when you walk in here, she's not actually here. She's not home. There's a Pokeball, like, right here. And you can either talk to her Pokeball, and she'll, like, burst in the room, or you walk in, see she ain't here, you walk back out, and she'll pop up. Like, she'll just come home right then and talk to you. And it's not like it's a decision that affects the game at all. It's just something, I guess. Yeah, there's two different type of people in this world. One that's going to try to steal her Pokeball, or one that's just going to see she ain't there and leave. "Oh, you're King B, so your move was today. I'm May, glad to meet you. I have this dream of becoming friends with Pokemon all over the world. I heard about you from my dad, Professor Birch. Every professor in the Pokemon games are named after wood. The first professor was Oak. What's the second one? Oh, I can't remember. But then you get Birch and more trees as the games go on. Actually, is Rowan? Professor Rowan, I believe is how his name is now. Not sure if he's a tree. I've never heard of that. Anyways, after you talk to your neighbor, you walk out, and here's where you're getting right up to the point where you get a Pokemon. It's not like in Fire Red and Leaf Green where you just come out your house and start waltzing outside the city for a moment. Like, right before you go outside the city, Professor Oak shows up and gives you a Pokemon. And this, you gotta go talk to people before you then come back and get a Pokemon. So the boy tells you that he hears yelling, screaming, and it's Professor Birch getting attacked by a Poochyena. The mighty Poochyena. That's everyone's greatest fear, is getting attacked by one of those first route weak-ass Pokemon. And for some reason, he didn't have his bag on him with his 3 Pokemon. Anyways, the 3 starting Pokemon that you could choose from is Torchic. It evolves into Combuskin, and then Blaziken, which is a fire fighting type, which I believe Torchic is the one that started the trend of having fire fighting types, which now I think every generation is a fire fighting. Then you have Infernape, and then Pignite, and all that. Yeah, so after Torchic, every fire type becomes a fighting type too. And then you have Mudkip, who becomes, I believe, Water Ground. It becomes Mudkip, Marshtomp, and then Swampert, which I feel like Mudkip is the best starter in the game, but it's not my favorite. My favorite Pokemon in all of Pokemon, all 700, whatever, almost 800, I'm sure. My favorite is Trico, which I'm not going to tell you its evolutions because you're going to see it, because I'm going to pick Trico, obviously. My favorite Pokemon, might as well. So, Trico starts out with the move Pound, which is different because every other Pokemon from Gen 1 and 2 started with either Scratch and Tackle. So, Trico is just kind of the original. I believe Pound is slightly stronger. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. I know it's 40, and I can't remember what Tackle and Scratch is. But I believe Pound is stronger than the other moves. So Trico, technically, in the very first fight, is the strongest Pokemon in the game. And the strongest starter that you can have. Which is kind of cool if you're a Trico fan out there like I am. So, after that, Professor Birch talks to you. He says, "Whew, I was in tall grass studying wild Pokemon and I was jumped. You saved me. Thanks a lot. Oh, hi, you're King B." Man, my name really makes these kind of dumb to read. "This is not the place to chat, so come by my Pokemon lab later, okay?" Which, you have no choice. You literally just show up there. "So, I've heard so much about you from your father. I've heard that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. By the way you battled earlier, you pulled it off with Aplom." I actually don't know what that means. "I guess you have your father's blood in your veins after all. Ah yes, as a thanks for rescuing me, I'd like you to have the Pokemon you used earlier." And yeah, King B received Trico with a little tune. Says, "While you're at it, why not give it a nickname to Trico?" Nah, I don't nickname Pokemon. If you work at Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make a darn good trainer. My kid May is out on Route 103 studying Pokemon. It might not be a bad idea for you to go see May. What do you think?" You actually cannot tell him no. "Oh, don't be that way. You should go meet my kid." "Oh, don't be that way. You should go meet my kid." "Oh, don't be that way. You should go meet my kid." Until you eventually give in. He says, "Great. May should be happy too. Get May to teach you what it means to be a trainer." So pretty much he's thinking he's going to send you to go get your ass handed to you by his daughter, which is not the case because you cannot proceed in the game until you beat May. So, I'm going to try to say as much information as I know. In Route 1, or whatever route they call this, I'm sure it's just Route 1. Route 101, which makes sense, 101 is knowledge, education, basic physics 101. In Route 101, there's 3 Pokemon. You have Poochyena, which we already seen. There's Zigzagoon and Wurmple. Wurmple can evolve into Silcoon or Cascoon, which will then become Dustox or Beautifly. So Wurmple is like a fun catch for me sometimes because it's always something different. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to run into one on my first fight. Oh, right at the very last one. And no, Zigzagoon. So this is Zigzagoon. Their biggest use is being an HM slave. They can learn a lot of HMs. And most of them have the ability to pick up, so they can pick up random items. Every once in a while they'll pick up something good and useful. Most of the time it's junk that you're never going to use. So, that's Zigzagoon, one of the useless Pokemon. It's the Rattata of this generation, I guess you could say. I'd like to not edit out battles. It's just, sometimes I hate when they do that. When I used to watch playthroughs, I don't often anymore, but it always just kind of got at me for some reason, because sometimes I want to watch as I play, and when they're like skipping through battles and they're going through the game extremely fast and stuff, it makes it no fun, because then they'll be done with the game and I still have a lot more to go. So you run into Odell Town, which is the first town you see after leaving Little Root. You have no choice but to come through here, and I'm sure the first thing you see is a Pokemon Center. Bit of information about a Pokemon Center is that you could heal your Pokemon here, and that's pretty much it. If you want and you have the ability to, you can come up here and you can battle and trade with people. If you have a real Game Boy, you need cables, but with the emulator I'm using, you can actually just make your phone think that it's playing a second game, or you can actually connect wirelessly with someone and trade Pokemon. And that's about it. And there's a PC here too. But anyways, that's it. I'm going to call that here for an episode. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more, I'll be trying to post daily. And there'll be days when I try to get 2 videos a day, because I do want to start posting Dokkan again. So, I'd say Monday, Tuesday, 1 video. Monday, Tuesday, 1 video. Wednesday, 2 videos. Thursday, 1 video. Friday, 2 videos. I'm going to try to stick to that regimen and see how it works out. After all that, and kind of make adjustments as necessary. But anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.